when you're controlling gyrocopters, brimstone gyrocopters and gyro bombers, you often want to be juking from side to side to avoid enemy ground fire while you're also dropping bombs on the biggest concentrations of the enemy troops to do the most damage. Ideally, you want to move with your mouse and use Shift +1 to drop your bombs. That will allow you to drop the bomb precisely where you want it while still continuously maneuvering with your mouse rather than having to use your mouse to click the ability. But every so often when you're using the keybind, if you do Shift 1, it'll actually select group 1 instead of using the bound ability. Then whatever units you've got in group 1 will be pulled out of formation while you're thinking that you're controlling your gyrocopter. I've actually had a few battles almost ruined by accidentally pulling my entire army out of formation while I'm trying to maneuver my gyrocopters, then kind of panicking, going back and trying to stop my other units from moving. Then my gyrocopters are getting shot and it just turns into a disaster. A safety tip is when you're using hotkeys to use your bound abilities, put the unit that's using the bound ability into the same group number of the bound ability that you're using. So if you're using Shift 1 to drop bombs with your gyro bombers and gyrocopters, put all your gyros in group 1. That way, the worst that can happen is instead of dropping the bomb, it'll just select the group that you're already using, and that's not going to mess you up. You can use Shift +1, +2, +3, etc. for any bound abilities on the left side on any of your units or characters. I also use it for bound spells on flying characters sometimes. The hotkey for spell abilities on the right hand side is Alt plus the number key, starting at the top and going clockwise around 1, 2, 3. Another tip is to hold down the space bar, giving you the battlefield overlay. That'll show you any enemy missile troops that are actually targeting your gyros at any moment to help you avoid them. Once you've configured your overlays, just click this button to get it out of the way. If you're constantly holding down the space bar, that's going to take up quite a lot of screen real estate. Get it out of the way, you've got more space to be able to maneuver more easily.